This just into CBS Sports HQ. Arizona quarterback Kyler Murray addressing the media after he became the second highest paid quarterback in the NFL on Thursday. Let's take you out to his press conference and have a listen.
All right, welcome back. Very exciting day here at Cardinals headquarters, not only for our organization, but obviously Kyler Murray. Been a long process, but to me, the best results came in the end. I want to thank a few people that are here today, actually, Kevin and Missy Murray, Kyler's parents, for their dialogue throughout the process and their support and help and everything. Obviously, Eric Burkhart, Kyler's agent. I think the two goals at hand all along were to do the best deal for the player, which I think we did, and the best deal for the organization to help us build around Kyler moving forward, which I think we did. So thank you for your professionalism, Eric. Very exciting day for us. Again, can't tell you how thrilled we are to make sure that we locked our franchise quarterback up for the next 7 years and look for big things in the future, obviously. So moving forward, besides thanking Michael Bidwell, who also cannot be here today, appreciate all his help through the process as well. He and I spent quite a bit of time on the phone at 3:30 in the morning Arizona time, so hopefully the boss will let me sleep in a few days here moving forward. But he was very, very supportive, and his efforts in this negotiation was really motivated as well. So again, thanks to Michael. Also, two more guys I want to say thank you to real quick. Matt Harris, who's head of our salary cap, for his hard work and dedication to this, and then obviously Charlie Atkins, who runs our analytics department. He was very, very strong in terms of the analytics approach and some of the different checks and balances of this. So again, thanks to all those guys. Thank for everybody, and turn it over to Kyler.
Appreciate you. First and foremost, I want to thank Coach Kingsbury. I want to thank Michael. I want to thank Steve. 3 years ago, we were all in here. After getting drafted, it was one of the best days of my life. And today, 3 years from there, signing an extension. For me, man, it's a blessing. I'm so grateful and honored, for the confidence that they've shown in me, the faith that they've shown in me to take a 5'10" quarterback that's never been done before. And I understood, the heat that they would take, for doing that. But for me, man, it's like I said, I'm thankful. It's a blessing. For me, it's always been about fulfilling my promise, which is hopefully one day to bring a championship to this organization, and I'm a firm believer in bringing that here. And I know it's capable. I know we're capable. I know it'll be done. But that's I want to thank Michael, Steve, and Coach. I'd love to thank my parents, my family, my heart and soul. Always, no matter what, whether it was football, baseball, basketball, always there for me. Through the ups and downs, they've been there from day one, and I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. My brother and sister back home watching, this means the world. For me, obviously, it's a dream come true. But for me, it's about taking care of the people that love me and are, supported me throughout this whole journey. The people that have been around me from day one. I want to thank my agent. There's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of good days, a lot of bad days, a lot of hate, a lot of negativity. But that's part of the deal. You were a dog, you know what I'm saying? You were always there for me. I love you and I appreciate you. To my uncle back at home, he's somebody, along with my dad, somebody that I've always just, always wanted to make proud. They were kind of my icons, my figures to look at growing up, sports related and off the field. Everything was done right. Morals and values, everything, they instilled in me from a young age. Forever grateful for them. And the fans, man, from day one, I know a lot of y'all may have not believed in me from day one, but, hopefully I can continue to prove you right and prove the ones that don't believe in me wrong. So, and lastly, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing me with the ability and the gift to be able to do what I love on a day in and day out basis. I don't take any of this for granted. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. We will open it up for questions. If you do have a question, raise your hand, and Imani will get you the microphone. If you wouldn't mind just identifying yourself and asking your question to whomever
Appreciate you.
you'd like. Keim?
Kyler, congratulations. Cameron Cox, 12 News. Steve, I'll just start with you. There was a lot of talk about this contract this offseason, when it would get done, how it would get done. Was there ever any doubt in your mind that this deal would get done?
Not at all. And just because I had so much faith in not only Eric Burkhart and being able to get it done with him, because I have a long relationship with him, but Cliff and I went and saw Kyler and his parents this offseason. Had a great we had great communication with them. Felt great about the dialogue and understood what expectations were from both sides. And then I just had to get through the draft and free agency, which takes a lot of my time. So once I was able to get through that, be able to focus on the contract and feel like both sides are pretty happy.
David?
Hey, David Brandt from the AP. Kyler, you were talking about the good days and the bad days through all this, and obviously this is a good day, but what were the bad days like? Did you think about going to other teams? I mean, was there ever a point you thought you might not be a Cardinal?
Never. No, this is where I want to be. I made that, made that clear. More so the bad days I'm talking about, just the negativity of taking the heat, throughout social media and all that stuff. Which, I give him a little crap for, because he put a lot of it on me. But no, I mean, y'all know I usually, I'm a quiet dude when it comes to social media and stuff like that. So just to be able to, sit there and take all the shots and stuff like that, it is what it is. But I understood, this is part of the business. Obviously, I let them take care of what they need to take care of. I just, I love the game of football, and that's my my goal is, like I said, to win championships.
Darren Urban from azcardinals.com. One for each of you. Steve, you mentioned being able to now build a team around him. I'm wondering, is the contract structure such that you were able to save a little bit money on the cap right now and be able to do some things? And Kyler, what does your outlook for yourself look like now that this is out of the way? I mean, now it's kind of like, okay, here comes the rest of my career. What's next in your mind, or is there really a next thing on your mind?
I would say from my standpoint that not only does the player get taken care of, but there is some team-friendly things in there that were important to Kyler. So that says a lot about him as a teammate and as a competitor, that he wants good players around him, and he understands that. But at the same time, we knew that we had to reward him as well for the great play and what all he's accomplished, and really what the expectations are moving forward, which are extremely high.
I personally feel like this is just a start. I feel like the past 3 years we've been able to do a lot of great things. All we've done is go up. I've done a lot of great individual things, but again, for me, the goal is to win championships. And I feel like I said, this is the start. I mean, I think with a lot of the reps and experiences that I've been able to go through these past 3 years will help me help bring along all the rest of my guys. And I think as a collective, we'll only be better from here on out.
Kyler, congrats on the deal. Luke Liddon with 12 Sports as well. Curious, what do you think you learned the most throughout this process? Like you said, there were some ups and downs, and it probably felt like a fairly long offseason to get this deal done. What do you think you learned the most, maybe about yourself, from the start of the chats about the deal to now, today, with it being official?
My focus is on getting better. And I think we've had a lot of discussions on how we do that. Obviously, working hard on, off the field or out of the building, but that's my focus. I wasn't really too worried about the negotiations or what they discuss behind closed doors. Anybody close to me, will tell you, all I care about is winning, and all I care about is going to work and working hard. So that was my focus.
Hey, Bob McMahon, in Arizona Republic. Kyler, can we put a quash to baseball now?
What do you say?
Put a squash to baseball.
Oh, man. So what?
Did you guys see the payroll of the Oakland A's versus his contract? Enough said.
What's up? Yeah, I'm where I want to be. I'm where I want to be.
Hey, Kyler, congrats. Tyler Drake with Arizona Sports. Just wanted to know, signing that deal comes with some added pressure. How do you plan to deal with that, and have you felt any of it yet?
It's a pressure of all I've always wanted. I really don't feel pressure, but at the end of the day, I've always played quarterback. Everybody who plays quarterback understands the leadership aspect, the pressure aspect. I understand what comes with playing that position. My dad played quarterback. He always, he instilled that in me as far as the responsibilities of playing the position. I've played in, in front of many many people, but as far as, the coaches I've played for, they've always preached it. I've played at Oklahoma. I played at a prestigious high school. That's nothing new for me. So as far as the responsibilities, I'm prepared for it. And like I said, I'm going to continue to strive for greatness. And, my goal is to win championships. So.
Alex Weiner, SI.com. Kyler, congratulations. How important was it to get this done before training camp started?
I mean, I want to be here, so for me it was obviously it was a big deal, but now that's done, I'm focused on getting in the locker room with the guys, getting on the field. That's the fun part for me. That's the exciting part for me, is going to practice, waking up every morning, understand I get to throw a football and be around guys that I love. There's no better feeling like than playing this game, honestly. So I'm very grateful for this situation.
Hey, Kyler, Josh Weinfuss, ESPN. Long off-season, lots happened, Instagram letter, everything. How did you personally handle all the ups and downs and kind of everything that as would come out?
I mean, I was good. As far as, like I said, all the social media stuff and all that, that's going to happen regardless. Play good, they love you. You play bad, they hate you. It is what it is. That's just this day and age. You got to have tough skin. So for me, I've grown up in it, so it's nothing new. So I was fine. All I've been doing is working out and getting ready for the season, getting ready to do even greater things.
Hey, Kyler, Howard Balzer, allcardinals.com. You mentioned about just continuing to work to get better. Looking inwardly, where do you think those key areas are that you need to continue improving and getting better at?
I think, as a whole, just, attention to detail when it comes down to November and December. Everybody talks about how great we've been to come out the gate, but I think when it gets later in the season, guys are banged up. I've been banged up a couple times. The little things matter, and I think if we can all hone in on the little things, be greater at the little things. I think that'll take us to the next level. I think, in the past we've kind of gotten away with doing things maybe not the right way, and it ends up catching up with us. And that's how I feel. So I think, again, with all the situations we've been through, all the reps and all the ups and downs, the positives and negatives, I think we can learn from all the negatives and take that into next year.
Kyler, I'm wondering if what your thoughts are about D-Hop's suspension and the addition of and trade for Hollywood Brown.
I don't know anything about as far as what happens with D-Hop, but I know what type of guy he is. I know what type of competitor he is. The brother of mine, he's a great dude. Love him to death. So I just know whenever he gets back, he'll be ready to go. As far as acquiring Keim, man, he's I'm excited for Arizona to see what he's capable of, the world to see what he's capable of. I think he gets a bad rep as well, but like I said, those are two dudes that I'm very fond of, and they're great football players. So I'm excited they're on my team.
Kyler, you mentioned about what had happened at the end of last year and getting better on that. I'm curious, with the way the season ended, do you mull that for a while? Do you completely flush that? What was your off season like in terms of how it ended and kind of how you handled it?
I mean, it was definitely an unfortunate way to end the season. But I mean, you look at all the greats. Every great has gotten beat in a terrible way at one point or another. Honestly, I feel like it might have been in the long term. I think it was probably good for us. First playoff experience. My first playoff experience, to be able to feel that, that pain and that hurt, what could I have done differently, going back and watching the game over and over again. Like I said, I've done nothing but learn from my mistakes, I feel like, throughout my life and my career, and hopefully the guys do too. So I know we'll be better because of it.
Kyler, you got your entire family here. I believe your dog is here too. I guess just signing this deal, what does it mean for you and your family?
It's crazy because, everybody's trying to make it about the money. I know people aren't gonna believe me, but I really don't do this for money. My agent will tell you it was tough to crack a smile out of me the past couple of days just because I'm solely focused on football. For me, this is big because I get to take care of the people that took care of me all my life. That's really that's big for me, is being able to give back to the people that love me, supporting me, and the people that are in need of things that I had growing up. So that's a big part for me.
Kyler Murray speaking to the media after signing that huge deal on Thursday that will keep him with the Cardinals through the 2028 season. You can see in terms of average annual value, he is now only second behind Aaron Rodgers at $46.1 million in terms of his annual salary. A couple of quick takeaways from the press conference. He says he never considered leaving, always wanted to stay. Now, the goal is to win titles in Arizona, and he says he wants to focus on attention to detail in November and December and doing the little things the right way, again stressing that it's all about winning a championship with the Arizona Cardinals.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.